TEAS 7 Answer Explanations. Question 1. After Choral Group 96 reads a passage about sleep and memory during the answer explanation review, which sentence states the main idea? Option A. Adequate sleep supports memory and test performance. Option B. Timed tests should be avoided. Option C. Longer study sessions always beat rest. Option D. Memory depends only on intelligence. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because it captures the link between rest, recall, and performance. Timed tests should be avoided is wrong because the passage discusses performance, not avoiding tests, and longer study sessions always beat rest is wrong because the passage does not say more hours always help. Memory depends only on intelligence is wrong because the passage connects memory with sleep habits. Question 2. When Choral Group 96 sees details that the library lights flicker, thunder grows louder, and students move away from the windows, which inference is most reasonable? Option A. The building has no electricity. Option B. A storm is getting close. Option C. A fire drill has ended. Option D. The students are celebrating. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the details about thunder, flickering lights, and moving from windows support that a storm is nearby. The building has no electricity is wrong because the lights flicker but the passage does not show a full outage, and a fire drill has ended is wrong because no alarm or evacuation detail is given. The students are celebrating is wrong because the mood is cautious rather than celebratory. Question 3. During Choral Group 90 SIXS Answer Explanation Review, a passage shows statistics about sleep, gives tips, and encourages students to protect bedtime. Which author purpose fits best? Option A. To advertise a hospital job. Option B. To prove math formulas. Option C. To encourage healthier study habits. Option D. To narrate a personal vacation. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the tips and encouragement show the author wants readers to change a habit. To advertise a hospital job is wrong because no job is being promoted, and to prove math formulas is wrong because sleep tips are unrelated to formula proof. To narrate a personal vacation is wrong because the prompt gives advice rather than a trip story. Question 4. While Choral Group 96 outlines a passage that starts with low scores, explains causes, and then recommends a weekly plan, which structure is being used? Option A. Cause only. Option B. Chronological order. Option C. Problem and solution. Option D. Definition. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because a problem is introduced and a proposed fix follows. Cause only is wrong because the passage also gives a solution, and chronological order is wrong because events are not mainly arranged by time. Definition is wrong because the passage does not simply define one term. Question 5. Before Choral Group 96 accepts the claim that reading directions carefully prevents mistakes, which detail gives the strongest support? Option A. The test room was quiet. Option B. The school opened in 1998. Option C. In one review, most missed items came from ignoring words such as except and first. Option D. One student wore a blue jacket. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the evidence connects direction words with missed questions. The test room was quiet is wrong because a quiet room does not prove direction reading prevents errors, and the school opened in 1998 is wrong because the school date does not support the claim. One student wore a blue jacket is wrong because clothing is irrelevant. Question 6. Since Choral Group 96 sees the word sufficient in the evidence was sufficient to support the conclusion, which meaning fits the context? Option A. Written in pencil. Option B. Enough for the purpose. Option C. Unrelated to the topic. Option D. Too weak to matter. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because sufficient means adequate or enough to meet a need. Written in pencil is wrong because the writing tool does not define the word, and unrelated to the topic is wrong because unrelated evidence cannot support the point. Too weak to matter is wrong because too weak would not support a conclusion. Question 7. Given Coral Group 96 answers 9 out of 20 practice items correctly, which percent matches the result? Option A, 22.22%. Option B, 55%. Option C, 45%. Option D, 31.03%. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because 9 divided by 20 equals 0.45, and multiplying by 100 gives 45%. 22.22% is wrong because it uses the wrong comparison instead of dividing the part by the whole, and 55% is wrong because it subtracts before converting rather than converting the given fraction. 31.03% is wrong because it compares the part to the total plus the part or uses an incomplete setup. Question 8. If Coral Group 90 SIXS score rises from 60 to 75, what percent increase should be recorded? Option A, 125%. Option B, 20%. Option C, 25%. Option D, 15%. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the increase is 15, and 15 divided by the original score 60 equals 25%. 125% is wrong because it gives the new score as a percent of the old score, not the percent increase, and 20% is wrong because it divides by the new value instead of the original value. 15% is wrong because it reports the raw point gain rather than dividing by the original value. Question 9. Suppose Coral Group 96 solves 5x plus 6 equals 26. Which value of x makes the equation true? Option A, 20. Option B, 4. Option C, 5. Option D, 3. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because subtracting 6 leaves 5x equals 20, and dividing by 5 gives x equals 4. 20 is wrong because it treats the constant or coefficient as if it were the final answer, and 5 is wrong because it is one step away from the value that balances both sides. 3 is wrong because it reverses or skips part of the inverse operation. Question 10. Using Coral Group 90 SIXS rectangle diagram with 12 cm long and 4 cm wide, which area should be recorded? Option A, 16 square cm. Option B, 32 cm. Option C, 8 square cm. Option D, of 48 square cm. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because area is length times width, so 12 times 4 equals 48. 16 square cm is wrong because it adds the sides rather than multiplying them, and 32 centimeters is wrong because that is the perimeter, not the area. 8 square cm is wrong because it subtracts dimensions, which does not measure area. Question 11. From Coral Group 90 SIXS measurement note of 1250 ml, which conversion to L is accurate? Option A, 0.125 L. Option B, 12.5 L. Option C, 1.25 L. Option D, 125 L. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because 1,250 milliliters divided by 1,000 equals 1.25 liters. 0.125 L is wrong because it divides by 10,000 instead of 1,000, and 12.5 L is wrong because it divides by 100 instead of 1,000. 125 L is wrong because it moves the decimal in the wrong direction. Question 12. In Coral Group 90 SIXS score set 69, 74, 59, 78, 90, which median should be reported? Option A, 59. Option B, 90. Option C, 149. Option D, 74. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the scores are ordered as 59, 69, 74, 78, 90, and the middle value rule gives 74. 59 is wrong because it is an extreme value or unrelated value rather than the middle after sorting, and 90 is wrong because it selects another listed score instead of the central value. 149 is wrong because it uses a mean like or added value rather than the median method. Question 13. For Coral Group 96, 5 review packets cost $15. At the same rate, how much do 6 packets cost? Option A, $18. Option B, $15. Option C, $21. Option D, $30. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because $15 divided by 5 gives $3 per packet, and 6 packets cost $18. $15 is wrong because it is 1 unit price short of the proportional cost, and $21 is wrong because it adds the new quantity to the old cost instead of finding the unit rate. $30 is wrong because it multiplies the two quantities and ignores the price. Question 14. Near Coral Group 90 SIXS Cell Control Review, which organelle matches the function being reviewed? Option A, cell membrane. Option B, mitochondria. Option C, nucleus. Option D, or ribosomes. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the nucleus contains DNA and directs many cell activities. Cell membrane is wrong because the membrane controls movement in and out but does not store most DNA, and mitochondria is wrong because mitochondria make ADP and contain only small amounts of their own DNA. Ribosomes is wrong because ribosomes make proteins, not genetic instructions. Question 15. Because Coral Group 96 traces circulation and blood returns from the lungs, where does it go next? Option A, aorta into the right atrium. Option B, pulmonary artery into the lungs. Option C, vena cava into the left ventricle. Option D, pulmonary veins into the left atrium. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because oxygenated blood returns from the lungs through pulmonary veins to the left atrium. Aorta into the right atrium is wrong because the aorta carries blood from the left ventricle to the body, and pulmonary artery into the lungs is wrong because that carries blood away from the right ventricle. Vena cava into the left ventricle is wrong because the vena cava returns systemic blood to the right atrium. Question 16. Although Coral Group 96 sees alveoli drawn as tiny sacs, which feature helps oxygen enter blood quickly? Option A, a small surface area. Option B, a large surface area. Option C, a sealed membrane with no blood flow. Option D, a layer of enamel. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because many tiny sacs create more area for oxygen and carbon dioxide to diffuse. A small surface area is wrong because less area would reduce gas exchange, and a sealed membrane with no blood flow is wrong because blood flow is needed to carry gases. A layer of enamel is wrong because enamel is tooth tissue, not lung tissue. Question 17. Once Coral Group 96 notices that carbon dioxide rises and breathing rate increases, which process explains the response? Option A, negative feedback. Option B, translation. Option C, photosynthesis. Option D, osmotic pressure only. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because faster breathing removes more carbon dioxide and opposes the increase. Translation is wrong because translation is protein synthesis, and photosynthesis is wrong because photosynthesis occurs in plants and some microbes, not this human response. Osmotic pressure only is wrong because osmotic pressure does not explain respiratory rate control. Question 18. Where Coral Group 96 studies genetics and a heterozygous tall plant TT crosses with another TT plant, which offspring chance matches the expected result? Option A, 75%. Option B, 50%. Option C, 100%. Option D, 25%. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because TT and TT genotypes show the dominant tall phenotype in 3 of 4 outcomes. 50% is wrong because 2 of 4 are heterozygous but phenotype is not limited to carriers, and 100% is wrong because 1 outcome is TT and would not be tall. 25% is wrong because 1 of 4 is the recessive short phenotype. Question 19. As Coral Group 96 reviews chemistry and water molecules form weak attractions with each other, which conclusion follows? Option A, hydrogen bonds. Option B, metallic bonds. Option C, covalent bonds. Option D, bionic bonds. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because polar water molecules attract through hydrogen bonding between partial charges. Metallic bonds is wrong because metallic bonds occur among metal atoms, and covalent bonds is wrong because covalent bonds hold atoms together within a water molecule. Ionic bonds is wrong because ionic bonds involve electron transfer between ions. Question 20. Under Coral Group 90 SIXS experiment testing whether fertilizer affects plant height, which setup is the control group? Option A, plants watered randomly each day. Option B, plants grown without fertilizer under the same light and water conditions. Option C, plants measured with a different ruler. Option D, plants grown with double fertilizer and extra light. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because a control group should lack the tested fertilizer while keeping other conditions the same. Plants watered randomly each day is wrong because random watering adds another variable, and plants measured with a different ruler is wrong because measurement method should stay consistent. Plants grown with double fertilizer and extra light is wrong because two variables change at once. Question 21. Between Coral Group 90 SIXS grammar options, which sentence uses subject-verb agreement correctly? Option A. The nurse in the hallway are checking the chart. Option B. The nurses in the hallway is checking the chart. Option C. The nurses in the hallway are checking the chart. Option D. The nurses in the hallway was checking the chart. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the plural subject nurses agrees with are. The nurse in the hallway are checking the chart is wrong because are does not agree with singular nurse, and the nurses in the hallway is checking the chart is wrong because is does not agree with plural nurses. The nurses in the hallway was checking the chart is wrong because was does not agree with plural nurses. Question 22. Inside Coral Group 90 SIXS sentence the students placed blank notebooks under the desk. Which pronoun should replace the blank? Option A, ourself. Option B, his. Option C, their. Option D, its. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because students is plural, so the plural possessive pronoun there agrees. Ourself is wrong because ourself is not the standard pronoun form, and his is wrong because his is singular and masculine, so it does not agree with students. Its is wrong because it refers to a singular non-human noun. Question 23. Through Coral Group 90 SIXS punctuation review, which sentence uses a semicolon correctly? Option A. The chart looked simple, because the units changed each row. Option B. The chart looked simple however, the units changed each row. Option C. The chart looked simple, however, the units changed each row. Option D. The chart looked simple however, the units changed each row. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because the semicolon before however correctly connects two independent clauses. The chart looked simple, because the units changed each row, is wrong because makes the second part dependent, and the chart looked simple however, the units changed each row, is wrong because the semicolon separates the subject from the verb. The chart looked simple however, the units changed each row, is wrong because however is misplaced and the first clause needs punctuation before it. Question 24. According to Coral Group 90 SIXS grammar check, which revision fixes the run-on sentence? Option A. The passage was long, but the main idea was clear. Option B. The passage was long, the main idea was clear. Option C. The passage was long, the main idea was clear. Option D. Because the passage was long but the main idea. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because but with a comma correctly joins contrasting independent clauses. The passage was long, the main idea was clear, is wrong because the clauses run together, and the passage was long, the main idea was clear, is wrong because a comma alone cannot join two independent clauses. Because the passage was long but the main idea, is wrong because the sentence is incomplete. Question 25. Beyond Coral Group 90 SIXS vocabulary drill, which meaning does the prefix hypo add? Option A, above or excessive. Option B, below or low. Option C, between. Option D, against. The correct answer is option. The selected answer fits because hypo means under, below, or deficient, as in hypoglycemia. Above or excessive is wrong because above or excessive is hyper dash, and between is wrong because between is inter dash. Against is wrong because against is anti dash.